Good afternoon, keepers of the cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here. Hope everyone's doing well this fine Saturday. And I'm here with Savage Saturday Comic Review 25. And this week it's a bit different. I put it up to a vote on a YouTube short. I had a Conan and Red Sonja series, a Spider-Man Conan series, and a Marvel Premiere 31 featuring the Wood God called the Man Brute called Wood God. And in a surprise upset, the Man Brute called Wood God won on the votes, with Spider-Man and Red Sonja coming in a close second. But nobody knew about this character, and they seemed really curious. And this is a character that was created by Bill Mantlo, with art by Keith Giffen. And on the cover, which I'll give an A plus because it's amazing. Here we go. And throughout the video, you know what I'll do. There'll be pictures over here. But it looks fun and light, and it's actually really heavy and really depth heavy. It is a great read. As soon as you hear the name and see the name, Bill Mantlo, you know you're in for a good ride. This guy was pivotal at Marvel and just really just handled a bunch of series for them. One of my favorites being Rom, which he wrote the entirety of. And just a absolutely fantastic run there, and I absolutely loved his Rom from book one to the end. But he's written so much at Marvel, and it was unfortunate about his accident, and then it took him out of it. Also, the creator of Rocket Raccoon, who everybody loves now. But this is another Bill Mantlo creation, the Man Brute called Wood God. And this is a Bill Mantlo take on a Frankenstein story. So the Wood God is created by two scientists who are on assignment in this small town. And they're there working on something top secret for this agency they work on. So then you had, basically they're like looked upon by the townsfolk as the mad scientists. And your townsfolk are the typical, if it ain't natural, it shouldn't be alive type people. And someone's been spying on them from town and goes and riles up the rest of the town when they see the Wood God, who's kind of like a man goat. So you'll see the pictures. From there, it gets brutal because they're also working on something else. And it was this gas for this agency. It's because they work on military weapons, and this is a gas that's meant to kill people fairly quickly. And one of the townsfolk breaks it, saying that they don't want anything unnatural in their town, and in breaking it, spreads the gas, and everybody in town but the Wood God dies. So it's really brutal. There's a lot of death. The Wood God is basically a baby growing up. He's in a full body right from his creation, but his learning is accelerated, and his brain is just taking everything in, computing it, and he is just getting smarter and smarter by the second. But his first interaction with anyone besides the two scientists that he calls mom and dad, who treated him with a lot of love and took care of him and actually cared about him, everyone else that's running into him treated him like a monster. So he acts like a monster to them, pretty much like the Frankenstein story. There's some trials and tribulations. You have a government agency, a government group that's trying to cover up what they're doing, so the bigger part of the government doesn't come down on them. So you got cover-ups, you got bastardized creations, you have scientists meddling in things they shouldn't be meddling with, you have townsfolk acting crazy and being portrayed as townsfolk were back then, right? Like just rampaging, attack villagers, right? So you got that in the story. And of course you got the sci-fi aspect because you have the scientists in their hover chairs and stuff. Great fun story, really heavy story. Like I said, really heavy on the death. And it was a great beginning and end, and I really wanted to see more of this character. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any more Wood God besides this one off here. And it's too bad. The story ends with you wanting to see more of him. He's completely misunderstood. You completely sympathize with this creature. And I'm not going to give the ending away. This is a pretty easy to get issue. You can get it on eBay cheap. You can probably find it in your local LCS. You'll probably pay anywhere from $5 to $10 for it. Not too bad, especially for a book this old. This was 1976, so pretty readily available book though. Again, great creative team, Bill Mantlo. Like I said, the art was fantastic by Keith Giffen, who I had never really heard of before this book, but he knocked it out of the park. The book was fantastic. The art inside was great. The storytelling was really well. Panel to panel kept you flowing, and it's one of the heavier reads. You look at the cover and you think it's going to be fun and fantastic, and there is an element of fun. There is an element of the fantastic. The whole issue, it has the element of fantastic, but there are super heavy undertones, and it's a heavy read with a lot of depth. And you want to see more of this creation by Bill Mantlo. Unfortunately, you don't, or at least I haven't found any more yet. So I'm going to guess was a one-off, which is too bad because it's a fun character. A lot could be done with this. And this is the type of character you would like if you like the Man-Thing, if you like the Swamp-Thing, if you like Etrigan the Demon, if you like those type of characters. This character kind of fits in that category and is that kind of fun. But overall, I'm going to give this Marvel Premiere 31, The Man Brute Called Wood God, I'm going to give it an A+ all around. A really fun one-off, although it's extremely dark with a lot of depth. I'll keep telling you just in case. But super fun, good art, good writing, and a good take on the Frankenstein mythos. All right, everyone's got their take on the classics. This was Bill Mantlo's. And there's nothing wrong with that. This was an entertaining story, and I really enjoyed it. And it's actually one I'm probably going to read over and over again because I really did like it quite a bit. And that's all I got for you today, guys. I hope you enjoyed Savage Saturday 25. And until next time, keep it casual.